back from the dead.
So to make sure that we have a nice even base to start out with, I'm going to first take the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and let me just tell you, I understand now why everyone has been just head over heels for this concealer, because it really is the shiz. It's just, I don't know, it's just so amazing and natural. It's like, I'm just gonna place that on my lid here just so that I have a nice even base, so that I'm first correcting any redness or darkness from veins or anything like that on my eyes. I'm gonna take it in here too, the sides of my nose. But anyways, it just goes on so lightweight, but it has good coverage and it looks natural. And I know that's what everyone says to you whenever they're trying to sell you on a product, but it really is true. I'm actually not too worried about needing to put down an eye primer for this look, because it's going to be very close to the lash line and kind of smoked upwards. You can put down an eye primer if you have like really oily lids or something like that. I would definitely go ahead and do that right now. I have very normal skin. It's not super oily, it's not super dry, so I'm not going to do anything just because I personally don't need it. Our next step is to take an eyeliner pencil. I am using the Starlux Kohl eye pencil in Obsidian. I chose this eye pencil because it doesn't set super fast. It stays pretty loose and blendable. So, and that's what we want for this look because we're going to be smudging it a lot and blending it out. So you can see I still have some mascara left over from my makeup earlier today. I wish my lashes naturally looked like that, but they don't. Anyways, I'm just going to start lining my lid, and you don't have to be neat with this whatsoever. You can take it all the way in, or you can take it 3/4 the way in. You can take it only halfway in. However dark and smoky you want it. I actually really like my eyes really dark and smoky, so I'm going to go ahead and take that all the way in and kind of higher. It's totally up to you how high you want to take it and how far in you want to take it, because how high and how far in you take it will determine how intense you want your eyes, your smoky eye. And while we're at it, I'm going to go ahead and tightline. So this isn't going to look very pretty, but I'm just going to go ahead and get right in there in that lash line. If I were doing it on a client, I would lift up their eye like this and then just put it right in there. And I would usually use a gel liner, not a pencil liner, and I'd be using a brush, so it's much more gentle on their little eyeballs. Next, I'm going to take a small flat brush. This is actually a knockoff of a MAC 214. I bought it when I was like 15 years old thinking that they were authentic MAC brushes, and they definitely weren't. I was 15, okay, don't judge me. Okay, so first to smudge out this eyeliner, instead of a black eyeshadow, first I'm going to take a brown eyeshadow, and I'm just taking it from the Lorac Love Lust Lace palette. It's just that brown shade right there. I'm just taking it on the very, very tip, so I'm just tapping it in there just like that. I'm going to tap off any excess so we don't get a crazy amount here. And I'm going to start smudging out that liner. So I'm just going to start smudging that out. Not being clean about this whatsoever. Don't worry about if you get anything like this going on. My full intent is to go over here with a makeup wipe later, So don't worry about, like I said, don't worry about being clean or anything like that right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend it all the way up to my crease. Now that we look like crazy raccoons, like we don't know how to do our makeup, we're gonna go ahead and go in with a little bit more of that black eyeliner. With that same brush, I'm going to take the black shade from that Lorac Love Lust Lace palette, and with the same technique of just taking it on the very tippity tip of my brush, I'm now just going to rub it or smudge it just along the edge, the very top edge. Let me show you what I'm doing here. Very top edge of that eyeliner, just to make it look more blended and smoky and not like a solid line. And then you can kind of flatten your brush like this and really smoke that out. Now I'm going to take a loose little kind of crease brush like this. This one is from BH Cosmetics. These brushes don't have any names on them, so I can't tell you which one specifically it is, but it's just like a little loose crease brush. And I'm just going to kind of blend out anything we got going on here. I think I'm actually going to use that brush to take that brown into my crease a little bit. Just because I think that I personally look a little bit funny if eyeshadows aren't blended past my crease here. I'm just taking a loose, bigger, fluffier eyeshadow brush that has no product on it to further blend out that color. So then I'm going to go ahead and apply my mascara, and today I am using this cute little sample size of this Smashbox Full Exposure mascara, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that to just to my top lashes for now. We're gonna come back to the eyes and do the bottom lash line and everything after we do our foundation. Okay, so next I'm going to apply my lashes, and I'm using the Duo Lash Adhesive in the dark tone. You can use clear, you can use dark tone. I don't think there's any other option, but definitely use Duo. Duo is the bomb. Put that on the back of my hand just like that. Today I am using the cute little Ardell Demi Wispies, which I love so much. And then I just take those lashes and run them right into the glue here, just getting a nice little coating. And I'm using these tweezers that have like this little bend in them because it makes it so much easier, I realized. You can probably find these at pretty much any craft store. Let that glue get nice and tacky so that whenever I stick it on my eye, it sticks right away and it's not like coming up and I have to keep pressing it down and making a mess out of myself. Look, I know I look like a hot mess right now, but trust me guys, we're gonna look bomb whenever we're done, okay? So I'm just gonna take it and I'm going to look straight down and basically just angle these, and I'm just going to anchor them right there on my lash line. This is where the bend in the tweezers really comes in handy. And you gotta get into this very inner corner here. Just like that. Okay, so next I'm going to clean up my under eyes, and I'm just going to take some makeup remover. I'm using one by Almay and just a little cotton pad. What I like to do to get the nice clean sharp edge is I just line it up right here on my under eye, and then I just pull it straight up and out. Just like that. So then it's nice and clean and sharp. Okay, so next step I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish primer. And this is also just a little sample size that I got in my Ipsy Glam bag. And I just took a little bit and I'm rubbing it in between my fingers, and then I'm just gonna start in the center of my face and work it out and down. For foundation, I'm going to use the Mary Kay Matte Wear Liquid Foundation, and I'm in the shade Ivory 4. Actually, it looks like I am darker than I used to be. I'm going to try this again, and I'm going to take the same foundation, Mary Kay Matte Wear Foundation, but in the shade Ivory 5. Yeah, this already looks much better. I really don't know how I got darker. I have not been out in the sun. Well, I guess I have been walking around. I've been playing Pokemon Go. That's right, guys. I'm one of those. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, so then I'm going to take that same concealer, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and I'm just going to apply that to my under eyes here. I'm also going to apply it right here to the sides of my nose where I get red, and right here on the tip of my nose because I have this one little red dot right on the tip of my nose that just never goes away. And a little bit in here because I have some blemishes. Some over here for my blemishes. On my chin. And I'm going to take that sponge and blend all that concealer in. And the only reason I'm being so generous with this concealer, because I can be, it just builds really, really well. You can not line your waterline, but I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline because I do like it lined. I'm going to go ahead and take that eyeliner underneath the lash line a little bit. And as you can see, I'm doing it in these little kind of dotting. I'm not just taking it and pulling it straight across, I'm just kind of dotting it along my bottom lash line. I'm only taking that about 3/4 of the way in. I'm going to take that same little smudger brush with a teeny tiny bit of brown, that same brown eyeshadow. Tapping off the excess, I'm just going to smudge out that lower lash line. If you want it not this intense, use a lighter brown eyeshadow. If you want it more intense, use black instead of brown. This is all personal preference. Feel free to tweak it however you want. I'm going back in with that same Smashbox mascara and just applying that to my bottom lashes here. And I got a few little mascara smudges, but don't worry about it because once that mascara dries, it's going to be much easier to clean up. So always wait for your mascara to dry before you go and try to clean up any little messes. So I'm just gonna let that kind of sit and dry for a second. And in the meantime, we will start doing the rest of our face. I'm going to take the NYX Highlight and Contour palette, and I am going to take the shade number 6 and just on a big fluffy brush like this, and I'm just gonna take that. You can suck in or kind of pull your cheeks like this. I don't really, some girls suck in like that. I feel like that's too much effort. I just kind of pull it to the side, but you do whatever you gotta do. Just taking that on the top of my forehead as well. Forgot that I had to tell you guys what I was doing there for a second. And if you got a little bit of double chin action going on here, you can just put it very lightly down there. Don't put too much or it'll look like you're wearing the wrong shade foundation or something. I'm going to take a different brush with nothing on it to blend out that contour. Now for blush, I'm going to take the Milani Baked Powder Blush in Dolce Pink. And I'm just going to take a small angled blush brush like this. And then apply that to the apples of my cheeks, kind of taking it back into my contour and blending those together so that it's not like pink and then contour, and we're not going for, you know, rainbow here. For a highlighter, I'm going to go back to that NYX palette, and I'm just going to take the lightest shade in the palette here because I am white as a ghost. I'm going to take this little tiny brush that I got in my Ipsy Glam bag. I'm just going to apply that to the very tippity tops of my cheekbones here. Very, very lightly on my nose, just whatever's left over, and then a little bit on my Cupid's bow as well, just because I think it looks pretty. And I think I'm actually going to take a little bit of this shade, and I'm going to take that on a small little pencil brush, and I'm actually going to apply this to the inner corners of my eyes. And I'm also going to take that just very, very lightly on the very top of my brow bone here, just to the very highest point here. And I'm going to show you two different lip options here. I'm going to start with a nude because that I figured would be the most popular. So first I'm going to take this Trestique Nantucket Nude Lip Crayon, and I'm just going to apply that to my lips. Really, really love this color. And you can leave it matte like that, or you can add a little bit of gloss on top. I'm going to take the Mary Kay at Play Lip Jelly, or Jelly Lip Gloss. This one is in the shade Teddy Bear, and I'm just going to apply that on top. So there is the first lip option. And for the next option, I'm going to actually take a black liquid lipstick. This one is by Kat Von D in the shade Witches, and I am in love with this liquid lipstick. I am applying this because y'all know I gotta get on that 90s grunge grind. I mean, look at my hair, it's already like parted in the middle. I might as well, you know, go full Nirvana here. And that is the second look. Two completely different looks, all with the change of a lip color. You got the classic beauty with the smoky eye and the beautiful nude lip, and then just with the simple change of a lip color, you went from classic to modern and edgy, but still just as beautiful in my opinion. I believe that anybody can rock these looks. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that you learned something new and that it inspires you to step out of your comfort zone and to try either new products or new styles of makeup or new techniques. Be sure to subscribe so that we can hang out some more and talk about makeup more, and we can share our knowledge. Please comment which look you liked better, and I will see you guys in my next tutorial. Thanks so much for watching. Bye! Next step, I'm going to go ahead and use this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I literally just saw it. Where did it go?